am Pravito, and I am the Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum, Instruction, and Research for the Oceanside School District. And this is another episode of OSD Go Live. And you might know that OSD Go Live is part of our OSD Go Read community campaign. And I am here today on Poem in Your Pocket Day, quite a special day at Oceanside High School. And we are so proud to be sharing with you a very special day celebrating poetry. I am here with our Director of English and Library Services, Dr. Beth Zurianis.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to all the Oceanside High School English teachers who helped to prepare our students today. Thank you to all the teachers whose classrooms we displaced in order to go live this morning. And thank you to all the students and community members who are joining us for this special edition and watching in your homes to celebrate our love of poetry and how we're honoring National Poetry Month.
So without further ado, let's turn it over to the real stars today. It's our poets, and get ready for some really great poetry. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Victoria Bonacasa. I'm from Mr. Minor. This is the one song everyone would like to learn, the song that is irresistible, the song that forces men to leap overboard in squadrons, even though they see the beach skull. The song nobody knows because anyone who has heard it is dead, and the others can't remember. Shall I tell you the secret, and if I do, will you get me out of this bird suit? I don't enjoy it here, squatting on this island, looking picturesque and mythical, with these two feathery maniacs. I don't enjoy singing this trio, fatal and valuable. I will tell the secret to you, only to you. Come closer, this song is a cry for help. Help me, only you can. You are unique at last. Alas, it is a boring song, but it works every time.
Hi, I'm Phil Bernstein from Dr. Skinner's class, and I'm going to be reading Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Things of chance, my head is bloody. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. And yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It is not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Hi, my name is Sabrina Hurt. I'm going to be reading Solitude by Ella Willer Wilcox, and my teacher is Mr. Perry. Laugh with you, weep and you weep alone, for the sad old earth must borrow its mirth, but has trouble enough of its own. Sing and the hills will answer, sigh it is lost on the air, the echoes bound to a joyful sound, but shrink from voicing care. Rejoice and men will seek you, grieve and they turn and go. They want full measure of all your pleasure, but they do not need your woe. Be glad and your friends are many, be sad and you lose them all. There are none to decline your nectared wine, but alone you must drink life's gall. Feast and your halls are crowded, fast and the world goes by. Succeed and give and it helps you live, but no man can help you die. There is room in the halls of pleasure for a large and lordly train, but one by one we must all file on through the narrow aisles of pain. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dean Klabonis. I'm from Mrs. Tenenhouse's class, and I'll be reading I Carry Your Heart With Me by E.E. Cummings. I carry your heart with me. I carry it in my heart. I am never without it. Anywhere I go, you go, my dear. And whatever is your no fate, my sweet. I want no world, for beautiful you are my world, my true. And it's you are whatever a moon has always meant, and whatever a sun will always sing is you. Here is the deepest secret nobody knows. Here is the root of the root, and the bud of the bud, and the sky of a tree called life. which grows higher than soul can hope or mind can hide. It's the wonder that's keeping the stars apart. I carry your heart. I carry it in my heart. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah Deshkame, and I will be reading a poem called The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverge in the yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same, and both that morning equally lay, had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Hi, my name is Jason Webb from Miss Grogan's English class, and I'll be reading Anecdote of a Jar. I placed a jar in Tennessee, and round it was upon a hill. It made the lovely wilderness surround that hill. The wilderness rose up to it, and sprawled around no longer wild. The jar was round upon the ground, and tall of a port and air. It took dominion everywhere. The jar was gray and bare. It did not give a bird or bush, like nothing else in Tennessee. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Diara Oliver, and I'm from Mrs. Dejo's class. I'm going to be reading a poem by Maya Angelou, Still I Rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air, I'll rise. Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I am a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream, I am the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise.
Hi, my name is Jack Forbes, and I'm here with Mr. Watkins, and I will be reading a soliloquy from Macbeth. Is this a dagger I see before me? The handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision, sensible to the feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the mind heat oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshallest me the way that I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools or of thee, other senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee still, and on thy blade and dudgeon gouts of blood, which was not so before. There's no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Now o'er the one half word, nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. Witchcraft celebrates the pale Hecate's offerings and withered murder. Alarmed by his sentinel, the wolf leaps with Tarquin's ravishing strides towards his design. Thou sure and firm setter, hear not my steps, which way they walk for fear. Thy very stones prate on my whereabouts, and take the present horror from the time, which now suits with it, whiles I threat he lives. Words to the heat of deeds to cold breath gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
Hi, I'm Catherine,
Hi, I'm Geraldine,
and we're in Miss Boyle class.
and we're gonna read the poem I Hear Americans Singing.
I hear Americans singing, the variety of carols I hear. Those of mechanics, each one singing he says shall be blind and strong. The carpenter singing he says he's measured his plank or beam. The mason singing he has he made ready for work, a leap of work. The boatman singing what's belonged to him is his boat. The deckhand singing on the steamboat deck. The shoemaker singing as he sits on his bench. The hatter singing as he stands.
The woodcutter's song, the plowboy's on his way in the morning, or at noon, intermission, or sundown. The delicious singing of the mother, or the young wife at work, or of the girls sewing or washing. Each singing what belongs to him or her and to none else. The day what belongs to the day and night. The party of young fellows, robust, friendly, singing with open mouths their strong melodious songs.
I'm Vicky Lynn from Miss Gilrain's class, and I will be reading Birches by Robert Frost. When I see birches bend to left and right across the lines of straighter, darker trees, I like to think some boy's been swinging them, but swinging doesn't bend them down to stay as ice storms do. Often you must have seen them loaded with ice on a sunny winter morning after rain. They click upon themselves as the breeze rises and turn many-colored, cracks and crazes their enable. Soon the sun's warmth makes them shed crystal shells, shattering and avalanching on the snow crust. Such heaps of broken glass to dome of heaven had fallen. They are dragged to the withered bracken by the load, and they seem not to break. Though once they are bowed so low for long, they never right themselves. You may see their trunks arching in the woods years afterwards, trailing their leaves on the ground like girls on hands and knees that throw their hair before them over their heads to dry in the sun. But I was going to say, when truth broke in, with all her matter of fact about the ice storm, I should prefer to have some boy bend them, as he went out and in to fetch the cows. Some boy too far from town to learn baseball, whose only play was what he found himself, summer or winter, and could play alone. One by one he subdued his father's trees by writing them down over and over again, until he took the stiffness out of them. And not one but hung limp, not one was left for him to conquer. He learned all there was to learn about not launching out too soon. And so, not carrying the tree away clear to the ground, he always kept his poise to the top trees, climbing carefully with the same pains you use to fill a cup up to the brim. And even above the brim, then he flung outward, feet first with a swish, kicking his way down through the air to the ground. So was I once myself a swinger of birches, so I dreamed of going back to be. It's when I'm weary of considerations, and life is too much, like a pathless wood, where your face burns and tickles with the cobwebs broken across it, and one eye is weeping from a twig's having lashed across an open. I'd like to get away from earth a while and then come back to it and begin over. May no faith willfully misunderstand me and half grant what I wish and snatch me away not to return. Earth's the right place for love. I don't know where it's likely to go better. I'd like to go by climbing a birch tree and climb black branches up a snow-white trunk toward heaven till the tree could bear no more, but dipped its top and set me down again. That would be good both going and coming back. One could do worse than be a swinger of birches.
My name is Annalisa Milano. I've been to O'Connell, Albion Road by Walt Whitman. Afoot and light-hearted, I'd take to the open road. Healthy, free, the world before me, the long brown path before me, leading wherever I choose. Henceforth I ask not good fortune. I myself am good fortune. Henceforth I whimper no more, postpone no more, need nothing. Done with indoor complaints, libraries, querulous criticisms, strong and content I travel the open road. That is sufficient. I do not want the constellations any nearer. I know they are very well where they are. I know they suffice for those who belong to them. Still, here I carry my old delicious burdens. I carry them, men and women. I carry them with me wherever I go. I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. I am filled with them, and I will fill them in return. You air that serves me with breath to speak. You objects that call from diffusion my meanings and give them shape. You light that wraps me and all things in delicate, equable showers. You paths worn in irregular hollows by the roadsides. I believe you are laden with unseen existences. You are so dear to me. From all that has touched you, I believe you have imparted to yourselves and now would impart the same secretly to me. From the living and the dead, you have peopled your impassive surfaces, and the spirits thereof would be evident and amicable with me. Gently, but with undeniable will, divesting myself of all the holds that would hold me, I inhale great draughts of space. The east and the west are mine, and the north and the south are mine. I am larger, better than I thought. So much goodness. All seems beautiful to me. Whoever denies me, it shall not trouble me. Forever alive, forever forward. I know that they go, but I know not where they go. But I know they go towards the best, towards something great.
Hi, my name is Sloan Summerstein from Mr. Nappy's class, and I'll be reading Silver. Slowly, silently, now the moon walks the night in her silver shoon. This way and that she peers and sees. The silvery thatch, catched in his kennel like a log, with the white breast peep of doves in a silver feathered sleep. A harvest mouse goes scampering by with silver claws and a silver eye, and moveless fish in a water gleam by silver reeds in a silver stream.
Hi, my name is Kevin Artis, and I'm from Miss Fastest class, and I'm going to be reading It Takes Courage. It takes strength to be firm. It takes courage to be gentle. It takes strength to conquer. It takes courage to surrender. It takes strength to be certain. It takes courage to have doubt. It takes strength to fit in. It takes courage to stand out. It takes strength to feel a friend's pain. It takes courage to feel your own pain. It takes strength to endure abuse. It takes courage to stop it. It takes strength to stand alone. It takes courage to lean on another. It takes strength to love. It takes courage to be loved. It takes strength to survive. It takes courage to live.
Hi, my name is Robert Barnett. Mr. Watkins selected me, and I will be reading a soliloquy from Macbeth. Fail not our feast. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dares, and to that dauntless temper of his mind he hath a wisdom that doth guide his valor to act in safety. There is none but he, whose being I do fear, and under him my genius is rebuked. as it is said, Mark Antony's was by Caesar. Sisters, when first they put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then, prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my grip. Thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind. For them the gracious Duncan hath I murdered, put rancors in the vessel of my peace. Only for them and mine eternal jewel, given to the common enemy of man, to make them kings, the seeds of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list, and champion me to the utterance.
Hi, my name is Emily, and I was selected by Miss Frasca, and I will be reading Dreams by Langston Hughes. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow.
Hi, my name is Jessica Corona. Mrs. Aguirre picked me to read my poem, Sonnet 18 by William Shakespeare. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's leaf has all too short a day. Sometimes too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often in his gold complexion dimm'd. And every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course and trim it. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of the fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wondrous in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe and our eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee.
Hi, my name is Sarah Evander. My teacher is Mr. Howley, and I'm going to read Sonnet 29 by William Shakespeare. When, in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state, and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate. To one more rich in hope, featured like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope, with what I most enjoy contented least. Yet in these thoughts myself almost despising, haply I think on thee, and then my state, like to the lark at break of day arising from sullen earth, sings hymn.
Hi, my name is Angela, and I was selected by Mr. Watkins to read this poem. This poem does not have a name, but it's by Aaron Hansen. There is a truth not many know about the world while you're asleep, that the wind slips through your window to seal the secrets that you keep. And if you don't believe me, then you're welcome to your doubt. But have you ever stopped to wonder what it's whispering about? What else in the world can make the treetops bend and sway with the weight of all the words that no one's ever dared to say? And since it's while you're sleeping, secrets are easy to take. It's no surprise those with the deepest are the ones kept wide awake.
Hi, my name is Janice Gomez-Cobb. I'm from Mrs. Frasca's class, and this is Mind, Body, and Soul by Neil Churchill. Thought is a given. Right and wrong are choices we must decide. Wisdom instead of ignorance. Peace of mind brings happiness. What we eat is who we are and choose to be. Run, walk, it shouldn't matter. It all counts in the end. So many choices. Yoga, self-improvement, it's all good. Look in the mirror, what do you see? Decisions. Don't put it off. Now is the time. Our bodies deserve better. Deep inside our soul beckons for more. What shall you do?
I'm Violet. I'm in Miss Hennessy's class. I'm going to read Hope is a Thing with Feathers. Hope is a thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings a tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could have bashed the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me.
Hi, my name is Maggie McGarry, and I'm from Miss Kay's class, and I'm going to be reading Do Not Go Gentle into That Good Night. Do not go gentle into that good night, and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end, no dark is right, because their words have forked no lightning. They do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bed. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late they grieved it's on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men near death, who see the blinding sight. Blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light.
Hi, I'm Gina Pepe from Miss Kay's class, and I'm going to be reading I Am Not Yours by Sarah Teasdale. I am not yours, not lost in you. Not lost, although I long to be. Lost as a candle lit at noon. Lost as a snowflake in the sea. You love me, and find you still, a spirit bright and beautiful. Yet I am I, who long to be, lost as light is lost in light. Oh, plunge me deep in love, put out. My senses leave me deaf and blind. Swept by the tempest of your love, a taper in a rushing wind.
Hi, I'm Rita. I'm from Miss Tennessee's class, and I'll be reading A Last Word by Ernest Downsett. Let us go hence, the night is now at hand, the day is overworn, the birds all flown. And we have reaped the crops the gods have sown, despair and death, deep darkness over the land. Broods like an owl we cannot understand, laughter or tears, for we have only known surpassing vanity, vain things alone, have driven our perverse and aimless band. Let us go hence, some weather strange and cold, to hollow lands where men just and unjust find end of labor, where's rest for the old, freedom to all from love and fear and lust, twine our torn hands, oh pray the earth unfold, our life-sick hearts and turn them into dust.
Hi, my name is Jackie Stammler. I was chosen by Mr. Watkins, and I'm going to be reading I'm Nobody, Who Are You by Emily Dickinson. I'm nobody. Who are you? You? Then there's a pair of us. Don't tell. They'd advertise, you know. How dreary to be somebody. How public, like a frog. To tell one's name the livelong June to an admiring bog.
Hi, I'm Demi. I'm from Mrs. Kosaris' class, and I'll be reading The Paradoxical Commandments by Dr. Kent M. Keith. People are illogical, unreasonable, and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, people will accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Do good anyway. You will win false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. The good you do today will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Honesty and frankness make you vulnerable. Be honest and frank anyway. The biggest men and women with the biggest ideas can be shot down by the smallest men and women with the smallest minds. Think big anyway. People favor underdogs but follow only top dogs. Fight for few underdogs anyway. What you spend years building may be destroyed overnight. Build anyway. People really need help but may attack you if you do help them. Help people anyway. Best you have and you'll get kicked in the teeth. Give the world the best you have anyway.
Hi, my name is Joseph Pepe, and I'm from Miss Holden's class, and I'm reading Dreams by Langston Hughes. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow.
Hi, I'm Adriella Phelps, and I'm in Mr. Joseph's class, and I'll be reading Wait by Galway Cannell. Wait, for now. Just trust everything you have to. Haven't they carried you everywhere up till now? Personal events will become interesting again. Hair will become interesting. Pain will become interesting. Buds that open out of season will become interesting. Secondhand gloves will become lovely again. Their memories are what give them the need for other hands. The desolation of lovers is the same. Emptiness carved out of such tiny beings as we are asked to be filled. The need for new love is faithfulness to the old. Wait, you're tired, but everyone's tired. But no one is tired enough. Only wait a little and listen. Music of hair, music of pain, music of looms weaving our loves again. Be there to hear it. It will be the only time. Most of all, hear your whole existence, rehearsed by the sorrows, play itself into total exhaustion.
Hi, I'm Eugene Raska. I'm from Miss K's class, and today I'll be reading Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in the yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for the passing mare, had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, and leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I by. And that has made all the difference. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Alicia Rosario from Mrs. Holden's class, and I'll be reading Nothing Gold Can Stay by Robert Frost. Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold. Her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down to day, nothing gold can stay.
And there you have it. OHS Go Live, the Poem in Your Pocket edition, right here at Oceanside High School.
We are so proud of our students. I hope you enjoyed that. And
OSD, go read.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.